Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Unsettling Podcast. This is episode 4, which is critical media literacy. And this is your host, Kylie, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Chelsea and Emily.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So today we're going to be talking about critical media literacy and going back to episode 1 with the same idea of media literacy. So let's get into some questions. So I'm going to start with our essential question by asking Chelsea, what is critical media literacy?
Okay. It makes us want to look behind the scenes of media instead of just looking directly at the screen to make us understand how the content gets to us. Critical can't always mean a bad thing. It can mean a variety of things, like including thinking carefully about something and practicing media literacy, and it takes distance from our media choices to think them more thoroughly. What we do and acknowledge with media matters, and we can make our own judgments and arguments when we are on media. After you watched, listen to, go back to see what you missed and ask yourself questions about it to get the full understanding of it. But how is critical media literacy perceived?
In schools, it is perceived to be a bad thing because schools teach the media through a practitionist position that teaches us that the media is bad when it's really not. They just use media as a bad representation, such as drugs and violence, but that's not what the media teaches us at all, and the media can actually help us do better, which is the opposite of what schools glamorize. Yes, there is some bad media out there, but there's good that has to offer in media, and I would disagree with this for schools because it does not consider our own knowledge, and we do know better, and that we are good enough to make judgments of our own. There are good representation incorporated into the media, and it can help us in certain situations and make us think better thoroughly. But how does critical media literacy give us more attention to be informed about the media?
Being critically media literate, it gives us more attention and lets us be informed because we need to be more concerned with asking questions instead of focusing on the answers. We always want to get the right answer, and it's the most important part, but sometimes that's not all that matters because the media always wants our constant attention, and they want their best interest to keep us from learning particular topics while on the media. Critical media literacy addresses the power, inequality, and the representation of media through the questions that we need to ask ourselves. We lack the perspective because we focus so much with their answers. Critical media literacy wants us to investigate who the media makers are and what their interests are, and it gives the power of dynamics to shape the veracity of messages and makes us ask deeper questions to get the real meaning behind it. Critical media literacy helps us ask questions about our beliefs in order to learn where they came from in the first place, but is being critical always a negative thing? And now for our last question, I'm going to ask Emily, is being critical always a negative thing?
No, being critical is not a negative thing because it is about us examining our chosen text from a bit of a distance to be able to look at something specific in its larger context. We want to be able to know the full context and not just the little details of the story, and we have to learn as much as we can about it. We all either have a favorite book or a song, and we can recognize the things that could be improved upon and learn more about the things that we didn't see the first time we have seen, and look closely at the inner workings. Develop ideas of your own and express them through media can be one way to transform these lofty ideals into real action. Social media can be helpful for yourself because it can help the harmful perspectives of it and make it better if you just have a dual understanding of it.
All right, guys, that is all for this episode and the very last episode. So now we're going to officially close up the video with Chelsea Vasquez.
Thank you guys for watching this episode, and we hope you guys learned a lot about critical media literacy. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
And bye, everybody.